the government news brief for Thursday, December 3, 2015. I am Azim Khan. In the news, Gaisuku just about 8,000 tons away from achieving its 2015 target, high-level government team to visit the Essequibo region, and teachers' lot to be improved. These stories and more in this year Thursday, December 3 edition of the government news brief. Had it not been for the loss of 2 weeks of man days due to strike action, the Ghana Sugar Corporation would have already realized its 2015 production target. Despite the loss, the company is still optimistic that it will achieve its 2015 target of 227,443 metric tons, as it is just about 8,000 tons away.
The latest production figures of 218,631 tons provided by the company's Chief Executive Officer, Errol Hanneman, today means that the sugar company is just about 8,813 metric tons away from achieving its 2015 target. In a push to achieve this target, Hanneman told the Government Information Agency that Blairmont and Skeldon operations are expected to be completed by December 12, whilst the Albion and Enmore operations are set to close by December 19. He explained that the workers from these factories would be moved to speed up the delivery at the Rose Hall factory, which is scheduled to be closed on December 26. This is in an effort to speed up the entire process and complete grinding before that date. The last time the industry achieved its set production was in 2004. When it produced 325,317 tons of sugar. This is despite the sugar company over the years consistently lowering its set targets. The sugar company's current crop to date total as of 0600 hours today stood at 137,487 metric tons, with a cumulative year-to-date figure at 218,631,000 tons. Meanwhile, Gaisuku and the Guyana Agriculture and General Workers Union, GAHU, met today again to discuss the annual production incentive. The last discussion broke down and GAHU encouraged the sugar workers to take protest action. Today's discussion ended in deadlock, with both parties agreeing to go to the route of conciliation through the Ministry of Labour. A conciliation meeting is expected to take place next week. With the news brief, I'm Paul McAdam reporting.
The consultative approach will be taken to residents when Prime Minister Moses Nagamootoo leads a delegation of government ministers and other officials to the Pomeroon Supernam region on Saturday, as part of an outreach to engage residents on issues of national development. Shanta Gobadan reports.
The team, which includes Minister of Agriculture Noel Holder and Minister of Communities Ronald Bulkan, is expected to engage residents at the Anna Regina Multilateral School, Essequibo Coast. The feature address will be given by Prime Minister Nagamootoo. Minister Holder is expected to advise the residents on the government's vision for agricultural development. During his budget presentation in the National Assembly in August, Minister Holder explained that the agriculture sector remains a main contributor to the country's GDP and the government will continue to advance its development.
The Government of Guyana's 2015 manifesto has indicated development of the hinterland as a priority, with implementation of policies for development of the intermediate savannas as well as the Ruknoni savannas. The intermediate savannas has long been considered as the next frontier for agricultural development, and several studies conducted by a number of competent agricultural and related professionals have indicated vast untapped potential within the region.
More recently, when he announced the date for the holding of local government elections, Minister Bulkan explained that these elections are a critical process to the development of communities countrywide.
We have to be able to participate to ensure that local democracy does not remain a concept or a construct, but that it becomes something alive, living, breathing, where it offers us an opportunity, a vehicle for transforming these conditions in our communities.
It is also anticipated that the delegation will visit several communities along the coast and interact with residents. Representatives from the Guyana Water Incorporated, the Guyana Power and Light, and the Lands and Surveys Commission, among other state agencies, are expected to be present to listen and to take complaints. The meeting commences at 10 hours. With this government news brief, I'm Shanta Gobadan reporting.
The transformation of the Guyana Police Force is high on the agenda of the coalition government. Part of this effort is to ensure more disposable income for police officers in an effort to encourage dedication and commitment to the job. Shanta Gobadan again reports.
Government, in its quest to remodel and professionalize the Guyana Police Force, has realized that among the many changes to be made is to increase the salary for the country's law enforcement officers.
And we've discussed with the Commissioner a scheme by which more policemen could be put on the ground. Right now, by my calculation, the police force is about 20% on the strength. We need to bring it up to strength, and in due course, we need to pay them better and ensure that they have the equipment to do their work.
This is just one aspect of government's effort to modernize and professionalize the Guyana Police Force and to ensure that the public is served more efficiently.
We are trying as best as possible to come up with an insurance policy that will take care of policemen if they're disabled or they die in the line of duty.
Another aspect of this move is to guarantee that the force is well equipped with the necessary resources for its members to carry out their daily duties. With this government news brief, I'm Shanta Gobadan reporting.
Teaching is a noble occupation, and to better this profession, the coalition government has plans to ensure better treatment of teachers and to increase remuneration, as you will hear in this Paul McAdam report.
Minister of Education Dr. Rupert Rupnarine recognizes the challenges which teachers face in every classroom across Guyana and, by extension, the sector.
I do feel we're up to it, and I think that I would like to see, and I've said it publicly before, so I don't mind saying it again, we have to treat our teachers better. We have to reward them more. We have to make teaching really a vocation to which people aspire. I am very disheartened when I meet discouraged and disheartened teachers.
The minister is keen on maintaining what he described as an excellent relationship with the Guyana Teachers Union.
I think it's extremely important. We talked about the PTAs and getting them involved. The unions, I think, have to be on side. And in fact, only this morning I was talking with the president of the PSU in terms of issues at President's College and so on, having to do with promotion, policy, and so on. So I have a good working relationship with the unions, with the PSU, and the GTU. And I think it's important to have really as much of a harmonious, collaborative program of work than antagonistic. I mean, we can't do what we need to do if we are going to be, in fact, at each other's throat. We can't. We have to understand that, look, this project, this national project that we have, which is central to everything that the nation wants to do, is something that deserves our full, our absolutely full partnership, a real working partnership. And that has to be a partnership with the unions, it has to be a partnership with the parents. It's the only way we're going to move forward.
The issue of livable wages for teachers and educators is one that is recognized by the coalition government and will be addressed, the minister said.
We have to compete. As it is right now, I mean, education gets, the largest slice of the national cake, if you like, which has simply to do with the fact that we need to provide in the education ministry, we need to provide really the skills and so on that all the other ministries need.
According to the minister, teachers are a major part of the education ministry, and as such, as much as possible will be done to make their tasks easier and give them due recognition. The 2015 budget allocated some $33.8 billion Ghana for the sector. Government says it will ensure that teachers are equipped with the appropriate technological resources to deliver the intended curriculum at all levels.
Through the Public Health Ministry, partnerships have been established with overseas bodies to assist with certain areas of health care. A Canadian medical university, in collaboration with the Georgetown Public Hospitals Corporation Echocardiography Lab, is giving hope to children afflicted with heart ailments. Shivani Rampasad reports.
Calgary University of Canada is among the overseas institutions that has been helping Guyanese children. It has been aiding the process of upgrading and transforming Guyana's state health sector. For years, Guyanese children have been suffering from various heart diseases, many of which have claimed the lives of some, due to the fact that the necessary tests and equipments were not available. However, this is no longer the case due to the establishment of the echocardiography lab at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation. This lab has over the past few years been conducting ultrasounds of the heart for many Guyanese children and adults.
We're here at the GPHC Echo Lab. An echocardiogram is ultrasound of the heart. Very important because it allows us to identify the structure and the function of the heart in both adults and children. This whole project started in the beginning of 2012 when I was contacted by a colleague to see if I could help donate an echo machine to the public health system here. Shouldn't just say, okay, this is good enough for Guyana. We need to say, no, this is the state of the art, this is standard that needs to be in Guyana. And I think that's really important as well. So this is as good an echo program as you would get anywhere at home where I work.
In addition to the establishment of this lab, several physicians have also benefited from training in echocardiography through a training program which was set up by Dr. Isaacs and her team. This program has thus far trained approximately 9 physicians and 1 technologist.
This program is very revolutionary in its concept and has such a large impact on the population because before this program was available in Guyana, a lot of congenital heart disease that was present in babies were missed completely. And I can personally say from in Linden, a lot of patients that received surgery by baby heart. The previous doctor that was trained, she actually made the diagnosis or did the echo for those patients from Linden. So that would have never happened before without this program.
This lab is allowing more children to be screened and diagnosed at an earlier stage in their illnesses, if they have any. As such, many more children are benefiting from free surgeries at the hospital through the auspices of Baby Heart Foundation. While the coalition government is grateful for the assistance of groups and organizations, it has great plans to modernize the local healthcare system to cater for the needs of all. For this government news brief, Shivani Rampersad reporting.
That has brought us to the end of the government news brief for Thursday, December 3, 2015. All our programs can be viewed on our website. We're also on Facebook and on YouTube. Our Guyana Nice photo of the day is from Gina's Derek Bridgemohan. Send us your Guyana Nice photo so you too can be featured.